The sequel to the blockbuster film Avatar is something we've been waiting a decade for. Produced by 20th Century Studios, Avatar is the highest-grossing film of all time, estimated at $2.8 billion. The question is, when will the second installment grace the silver screen, and could it be possibly as awesome as the first one? Aren't you just dying to know what it's all about? In today's video, we'll be giving you all the details you need to know about the upcoming blockbuster Avatar 2. But before we get started, please remember to give us a like for this video, then subscribe to the channel, and lastly, turn on notifications. They will keep you up to date so that you'll never miss a thing. First up, let's talk about the title. So far, everyone is calling it Avatar 2, but is that really the title? There hasn't been any official confirmation on what this movie is actually called. However, the BBC reported way back in November 2018 that the film could be called Avatar: The Way of Water, Avatar: The Seed Bearer, Avatar: The Tulkun Rider, or Avatar: The Quest for Awa. The creator of the Avatar franchise, James Clement, has confirmed that these are potential titles. Next, let's talk about the creator of the film. The multi-talented James Cameron is returning with a vengeance to Avatar 2. Let's talk a bit about him before we talk about his latest masterpiece. James Cameron is a Canadian film director, producer, screenwriter, editor, and artist. Cameron has won numerous awards, including an Academy Award for Best Director and an Academy Award for Best Editing for the 1998 film The Titanic. Cameron's films have grossed approximately $2 billion in North America and $6 billion worldwide. Avatar and Titanic are the highest and third highest grossing films of all time, earning $2.85 billion and $2.19 billion respectively. In 2010, Time magazine named Cameron as one of the 100 most influential people in the world. Cameron is also an environmentalist, Avatar being his biggest brainchild. Are you desperate to see what he has in store for you in Avatar 2? The sky is the limit for Cameron. In fact, Cameron takes us well beyond those limits. Next up, who is in the cast? The core cast of the original Avatar are all on contract, so Cameron's stars will be back in force when the sequel finally hits. Zoe Saldana returns as the Na'vi princess Neytiri. Saldana has recently appeared in the Star Trek reboot, and thanks to projects like Guardians of the Galaxy, she has become the biggest new star to come out of Avatar. She has cornered the market for playing aliens of various hues. Sam Worthington also comes back as the human-turned-Na'vi Jake Sully, though it's fair to say that his success hasn't mirrored Saldana's. Legendary actress Sigourney Weaver will also be back as a wholly new character and has been learning to free dive in preparation for the movie. Weaver tells us this: "It's really the most fun I've had in a long time. I just wish the movies were coming out sooner because I feel like the world needs more Avatar as soon as possible." She says this about the new script: "Having read all 4 of the Avatar scripts, I think they're absolutely extraordinary and worth the wait." When we have the bad guy from the first Avatar movie, Stephen Lang, he's back as Colonel Miles Quaritch. He has somehow come back from the dead. He's going to be the main villain of the next 4 Avatar films, James Cameron says. "Stephen was so memorable in the first film. We're privileged to have him back. I'm not going to say exactly how we're bringing him back, but it's a science fiction story after all. His character will evolve into really unexpected places across the arc of our new 3-film saga. I really look forward to working with such a gifted actor, who's also become a good friend." Kate Winslet, the iconic Titanic actress, is playing the role of Ronal in the Avatar films. Cameron admits that the two of them have been looking for something to do together for 20 years. Fast and Furious star Vin Diesel adds another franchise to his CV too, as he's joining the sequels, alongside Jemaine Clement as marine biologist Dr. Ian Garvin. Cameron describes him as one of his favorite characters. CCH Pounder reprises her role as Neytiri's mom Moat, and Matt Gerald is back as Corporal Lyle Wainfleet. Game of Thrones' Una Chaplin and Fear the Walking Dead's Cliff Curtis are joining the sequels, and Edie Falco from The Sopranos and Nurse Jackie is playing the new character General Ardmore. Star Trek Discovery's Michelle Yeoh has also joined the cast as scientist Dr. Karina Moog, and we can get our first look at her in action on set in March 2021. The caption hints that she is in Avatar 3 as well, so you can expect her to play a significant role in the upcoming movies. The EW reveals some of the supporting actors who are playing Sully's family, as well as a bunch of kids from another Na'vi clan called the Metkina. They are led by Cliff Curtis. These include Britton Dalton, Philip Halio, Jamie Flatters, Bailey Bass, Trinity Bliss, Jack Champion, and Dwayne Evans Jr. Next up, what is the plot of Avatar 2? For many years, Cameron has been teasing us with little details of the plot of Avatar 2. The second film will deal with familial and imprisonment themes. The filmmaker is keen to point out that the films can all stand on their own. They are specifically made for the unfortunate souls who haven't seen the first film. Shame on you! Have you any idea whatsoever what you've been missing? Do you have any kind of life on Earth or elsewhere? This exciting movie focuses on the lives of the Sully family. The rest of the films do the same. Set several years after the events of Avatar, Sully is now chieftain and Neytiri high priestess of their clan, although the upcoming events focus on their offspring. Jake and Neytiri have an 8-year-old daughter, and we still have to meet the rest. The Sully family journey beyond the forests of Pandora into underwater and volcanic environments. To really capture the importance of the element of water, Avatar 2 will film its motion capture scenes underwater. Cameron has this to say about Avatar 2. It's never been done before, and it's very tricky because our motion capture system, like most motion capture systems, is what they call optical base, meaning that it uses markers that are photographed with hundreds of cameras. The problem with water is not the underwater part, but the interface between the air and the water, which forms a moving mirror. That moving mirror reflects all the dots and markers, and it creates a bunch of false markers. It's a little bit like a fighter plane dumping a bunch of chaff to confuse the radar system of a missile. It creates thousands of false targets, so we've had to figure out how to get around that problem, which we did. Cameron is a pioneer in the latest filming technologies. I didn't even understand a word of what he just said. Did you? Next, where is Avatar 2 being filmed? The live action part is filmed in New Zealand. Filming alternates between studios in Kumeu and Wellington, the country's capital. The rest is filmed by the virtual production team in Los Angeles. Cameron needs all of these visual effects to bring Avatar to life. The open, natural spaces of New Zealand provide inspiration to so many great filmmakers. Do you remember the mountains, hills, and forests in The Lord of the Rings? Next on our list, why is this film taking 100 years to make? Originally, Avatar 2 was scheduled for December 2014. Avatar 3 had then been scheduled for December 2015. Both films had been given unrealistic goals. In April 2016, Avatar 2 was supposed to start filming, but April had come and gone and nothing happened, breaking our hopes, dreams, and hearts. In January 2017, filming was delayed till September. The sequels got delayed. This is called biting off more than you can chew. Cameron blames the very involved writing process for the delays. He isn't very stressed about it either. Cameron is telling us it was a 7-year gap between The Terminator and Terminator 2 Judgment Day, and a 7-year gap between Alien and Aliens. Avatar is not an easy film to make, considering that every single part of the film plays off in an imaginary land of Pandora, demanding the highest skills in CGI and VFX and a massive team of production geniuses. In September 2020, Cameron brought us the great news. Yes, Avatar 2 was 100% complete. It gets even better, guys. Avatar 3 was around 95% complete. Cameron also told us, that doesn't mean I have an extra year to finish the film, because the day we deliver Avatar 2, we'll just start working on finishing Avatar 3. Next, are there more movies after Avatar 2? The plan is that there will be a new Avatar movie every year up until Avatar 5 in 2028. That's the best news we've heard since the global health situation ruined our lives. Next up, is there a trailer yet? Alas, so far we have no official trailer. However, there are loads of fan-made trailers if you need something to tide you over until Avatar 2 hits home. Last on our list, the moment you've all been waiting for. When is Avatar 2 finally coming? Originally set for a release date in December 2021, the global health situation is of course to blame for everything, including this delay. Avatar 2 was released on December 16, 2022. Unfortunately, that's more than a year away, but luckily we have a date to set our hearts on. That's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed our list. Let us know what you guys think about Avatar 2. Do you think it can top Avatar 1 and blow us away? What do you guys think will be different in this movie? Please share your thoughts down below in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like the video.